Okay, so Silver's log number 13. So, alright, what we got here, this is like probably one of my first gameplays I used that wasn't domination. Because I basically always play domination, but new game mode, guys, and it's okay. Anyways, so this is the acquisition game mode. I guess I'll explain how it goes if you guys don't know. Anyways, what you do here, there is an objective that spawns every 5 minutes. Well, yeah, 5 minutes from its capture. I believe you have to. It's 700 and something points you have to accumulate. You get 1 point for every second you hold the objective, or 2 points for the last minute of every objective. And that's basically it. Like, the consoles are already spawned, and just one will become active. So from what I've seen so far, in the matches I played on the maps, it's always started in the same spots. I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong, but there's actually 3 matches here. I cut out the beginning and the end. Anyways, so yeah, I played this map. I play this map again, and then I play Ashlands, which is the pipes map. This map I play, it spawns the same first 2 places, and then the third one on each one is different. And then Ashland, I don't have anything to compare it to. I think I played it again today, but I didn't pay. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, so if you guys are at all curious about the score, I get first place each match. I go 17-6, 13-0, 15-1. So, you know, this game right here is actually the first game I play in I think a couple days, because I've been playing pretty not too often since the PC changes. But I'll get into that in a bit. So, Warlords 1.1 dropped on Tuesday. It's Thursday at the time of recording. It might be Friday by the time I post this. But anyways, yeah, Warlords 1.1, and with it came some decent changes. I wasn't way too excited for the patch. It was okay, because, you know, I'm kind of just waiting for PC changes, and anything besides PC changes gets me minimally excited. Anyways, so acquisitions game mode, capital acquisitions. Yeah, so there's not much else to say about it. I kind of explained it. The first 3 matches I played, all 3 here, they're pretty one-sided. Like, we beat them pretty badly each time, and yeah, I played a couple today, and I just kept fighting the same people, like the same squad, like full squad, and I just kept I think maybe all 3 games I was outnumbered, and I'll get to that as well, matchmaking. Yeah, we were outnumbered, and they had a full organized squad on their team, and I believe each game we just had. Anyway, it was a squad of Third Rock. Saxon Mitch was there. Took like, yeah, I killed him with his officer laser rifle twice. So, and I got coordinated here. But yeah, I'll hopefully get that one up. I had to record. I recorded it. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, I'll try to get that one up. Anyways, so yeah, so this is acquisition. And that's that. So the next thing, I guess the biggest thing that came with this was player trading, and it's not so much trading as it is item transfers. It's not so much item transfers as it's officer and experimental weapon item transfers. Day 1 of launch, all you could trade to people were light and heavy officer weapons, as well as like basic assault rifles, basic breach assault rifles, and the quake. I don't know. Just a couple assault rifles you could transfer. And second day they patched that, so you couldn't trade those assault rifles anymore. At least not the Quake. I didn't even check for the other ones, but I think those got fixed for now. And now you can do sidearms. So yeah, for now it's all officer weapons and all experimental weapons, and that's it for now. They're supposed to be adding the rest later. I don't know how they're doing it Aurum wise, but ISK items, they should finish them up sometime in the near future, hopefully. Notifications for when you receive an item is broken. I did a whole bunch of trading in the last 2 days, and only 2 of the people I got items from, it gave me the notification. Like, I checked and I saw that I'd gotten the item, but only 2 people actually gave me notifications. Like, each thing they sent me, I got a notification, or maybe it's 3, but you know, out of 10, 15, 20 people. And yeah, so, and some people got notification from me, some people didn't. Anyways, there's a trading fee, and I'm not positive how much it was. I'm sure it varies with the item. I believe it's a percentage of the market resale price of the item. I want to say officer weapons were like 10,000-ish. 10. It was less than 20. So I think it might have been 15. I don't know. It was 10 or 15, something like that. Anyways, per weapon. So if you okay, so trading, it's pretty. I wouldn't say it's easy to scam people, but the system makes it easy to scam people. So if they're if they're kind of a trusting person, they decide they're gonna send it first, or you tell them send first, and they listen, they send it first. You could just not send it back. There was a thread started where it's basically for reporting people that scam, that don't fulfill their promises. But anyway, so you can post that. I don't remember which section of the forum. I don't even know which section of the forums that was. But anyways, you can post that up there if you get scammed by anyone. I would assume general discussions, but I have no idea. So yeah, yesterday I traded most of my officer weapons away. I bought some. If you guys wanna get rid of some officer weapons for a good price, I'll take them off your hand. I'm especially after like bolt pistols, rail rifles, and laser rifles. But there's a variety of weapons I'll take. I kind of have a million like Wolfman scrambler pistols and Gaston forge guns. I want to say Gaston HMGs as well. Besides that, I don't think I have a pile of anything. I had 104 sales yesterday. I sold them all for 60 million-ish, so that's pretty good. The prices of officer weapons, they tend to vary. Some people tell you for sure it's this price. I've heard of people selling like say Thales for $500,000, some for like 1 million. I sold them for 600,000 a piece yesterday. Different weapons vary, like I said. Like the officer rail rifle, I think is one of the more expensive ones. Sniper rifles, laser rifles. Most of the weapons that are laid back kind of campy weapons that are, if you play them right, are going to be more difficult to lose. Those are going to be worth more generally. But say a shotgun's worth a decent amount, but it's not as much as those, because it's very easy to lose a shotgun if you're actually getting kills with it. So yeah, there's that. I'd say definitely each light weapon could go for at least 300,000. Like, I'm not saying you could sell them for cheaper if you want. Or, if you sell them in bulk, maybe you might need to give somebody a better price. But you can get like 300,000. Sidearms, maybe like it's tough to sell sidearms sometimes. I mean, at least 150,000. But I was in a channel yesterday doing a bunch of trades, and people were saying, or at least one guy was saying, light weapons on average go 500,000, sidearms 350,000. No, that's not right. I don't think it's right. I don't know, people have been getting that good deals. Anyways, like I sold Balix for $500,000, I sold Bales for 600,000, but I sold some others for like 300,000. Anyway, so that's that. Prices will vary, and I'm sure prices will drop. So I don't know. I'd try to sell now, and if you do want things later, buy back. Well, if there are things you really do want to keep, I would recommend just keeping them though. Don't sell them off and try to buy them back later because you think you're gonna make a bunch of it doing that. I would just keep what you. That's just my advice though. What else? I think that's pretty much all for trading. Anything else off in my head? Now I'll say it, but not really. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, next thing. Skins. There's I think the series of skins that they just released is called the Legacy series. I don't know. It's like 4 skins. There's 4 of them. There are 4 skins. They're, I believe, 19,800 Aurum, which is about $10 US. Which, I don't know. Like 6 pounds? I don't know what the version is anymore. It was like a year ago. But, anyways. So that's that. Yep, they're only purchasable for Aurum for now, and there's only 1 set of them. They're supposed to be releasing within some time frame. I think it's the next couple weeks, but it could be longer for all I know. Another set, maybe multiple sets. Anyways, for loyalty points, maybe an ISK set. I don't know. But anyways, I looked through them, and I don't remember exactly what I only really looked at the Caldari ones because that's all I really. They were kind of shitty, to be honest. Like they were all brown, and I don't know why. That made me really upset. Like, why is there not like a red or like like light blue? I don't. Oh God, something like, why are they brown? TCP. The other ones got like cool. Like Galente got like a black or a gray for the mediums, and like another one got like Amar. Oh, Amar might have got gold, and if they got gold, then Keldar only got brown. And so Oh, the skins were garbage for Caldari. I was so upset. Or maybe I'm colorblind, but I don't think so. They're pretty garbage. Check them out, guys. They're the only place I know of that you can find them. You can't view them in game because logic. But if you look at the dev blog, there's a skin. I think it's the newest dev blog. So if you search up Dust 514 dev blog, then it should be the latest one. Although whenever you hear this, it probably won't be the latest. I don't know. It might not be the latest one whenever you're hearing this. So yeah, it'll be called skins or something like that. So that's that. There's just like a slot in the. It's gonna be in the 6 o'clock of your fitting. You know, if top's 12 and bottom 6, it's in the very bottom between your grenade. Unless you're commando and you don't have a grenade, but it should be there between the weapons and the grenade on most suits. So very bottom, there it's there. The skins vary. They go for there's light for each race, there's medium for each race, and there's heavy for each race. So like there's a Caldari heavy skin, a Caldari medium skin, and a Caldari, or I guess you know skins that fit into any Caldari heavy, any Caldari medium, any Caldari light, and then you know rinse and repeat for each race. So that's that. Skins, I don't know, I'm not too excited until I can actually just buy it with in-game currency. I'm not gonna pay money for it. Plus, you know, you can't even see it. You can see like your hands sometimes, like your arm. Check it out, my arms. Yeah. So another thing that got pushed back along with the additional skins was the Aurum login bonus. As it stands, you get bonus SP for logging in consecutive days. You get like 3,000 on the first day, and after 7 days of consecutive login, you'll get 6,000 and another 6,000 for each day after that. It'll keep track of your logins as long as they're consecutive and whatnot. Anyways, they're supposed to add Aurum, and that should be coming in a week or two, I believe. They actually did a time frame for that. But anyways, this kid, look at me go. Oh, I thought I was gonna die. Anyways, yeah. So, but it can be a small amount of Aurum, but it's at least something. It's the only. Anyways, it's like 10 to start off with, and it might I can't see. There's a picture of it, and it's not really dark, so it's hard to see. But I want to say it's like 15 at max, so it's like 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 15, 15, or something like that, and 15 for every day after that, something like that. Anyways, so you can get 10 or 15 Aurum a day, maybe a bit more, but it'll add up after a while. You can get maybe something, but not a tremendous. It's just a cool little feature whenever they decide to put that in. So a bug that's come with the patch. There's been a couple bugs, and probably some I'm gonna forget about and some I don't know about. But anyways, when you're in battles now, you can't see any of the names in your channel. You can't go over the names or anything. So, I mean, it had something to do with they removed the thumbnails to reduce lag and increase performance. But yeah, so you can't see names in battle. You can't look through names that are in channel. And where this is most detrimental, you can't look at your team chat. You can't like, join another squad from in battle. You can't navigate through your squad menu when you're in battles. You can't kick people, mute people, anything like that. And where it's most detrimental is PCs, where most, if not all, no, I'm gonna say most. I assume most. I know I do this. People they like to reform or move around squads in the warbard. Only possible way to do that at the moment is to have somebody leave squad. You can still go over where it says squad and click leave squad. If a person leaves squad, and you can invite them through the player list, which you can access through the up arrow on the D-pad. At least on my control scheme. I can't vouch for any other control schemes or keyboard. So yeah, that's the only way to do it for now, and hopefully that gets fixed soon because it's pretty annoying. So I guess since I'm already on the topic of PC, God, what? It's been like I think over 2 weeks now since they did that patch in the just not down. They hotfix. I guess it's a legit hotfix because our hotfix right now are basically patches. But anyways, they hotfix in the middle of the night, downtime, 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 a.m., 3, 4, I don't know. Anyways, they decided they were going to, and maybe I've talked about this already, but it's been a while since I've done a video, so I don't know, can't remember. Anyways, so they decided that they were going to make PC payouts based on the ISK of gear destroyed, that your team destroys. So losers now get ISK, and it's all based on the gear lost by the enemy. So if they lose 1 million total ISK worth of assets. Your team will get 1 million divided by 16 if you have 16 people that are all there for the same amount of time in battle. So it's not really much. On average, I've been getting between, say, I guess not on average, but I think I've got anywhere from like 800,000, 900,000 at the lowest to like 1.5 million at the most. Whereas you're getting between at least 2.5 million to between 2.5 and like 4 million before this change for the winners and 0 for the losers. Now losers get pretty much the same thing. You control the enemy if you just run blueprints. They'll get. I don't know if blueprints actually give no ISK for being destroyed, or if it counts as their ISK counterpart. But yeah, you can basically troll them by running blueprints or militia or just cheap gear or whatever, advanced. I mean, yeah. So there's no reason to fight battles, at least ISK-wise. There's no reason to hold districts at all, really. I mean, other than to launch attacks on more districts to lose more risk. Anyways, PC is not profitable whatsoever right now. They're supposed to be adding some sort of passive ISK or passive points, something for holding districts, so that there's actually a reason to, defend your districts, take more districts, etc. And I'll be happy when they implement those, as long as it's not complete trash. And I'm gonna continue to be upset until they do, because I have very little reason to play this game right now. Because most times I would just only log on for PC. Anyways, so that's that. They added a new tab for Planetary Conquest, and all it is a list of districts. Like, it's pretty trash. I wasn't even able to figure out the organization behind it. At first, somebody suggested that it was timers, and then I saw it wasn't timered. Then I noticed that it almost matches up when districts have come online, but then that didn't add up correctly either. When the under attack, or the locked are at the very bottom, then under attack, then online. The under attack are in order by how long till the attack. Locked, I don't know. Online, I don't know what they're ordered by. They're roughly ordered by, I believe, when the district came online, but I know that that's not completely true. Anyways, I don't know how they did it. It's seemingly random, except for the under attack, which that makes sense. But anyways, they talked about, interface changes and making it more PC menus more accessible and just nicer for new players and nicer for vets and just nice for everyone. But that didn't really happen. It's just kind of a list of districts, and it's pretty trash. So I thought it was going to be something that would actually provide maybe useful information on PC, something. But sorry, CCD, it's pretty trash. Your one PC change, I didn't like it. Sorry. Okay, so running out of things to talk about here. Oh, another thing they did to increase performance, decrease lag, etc. They supposedly added a feature where they delete mails that are older than 30 days. So basically, and this happened upon release. Like, it didn't start counting when this was released. If they're older than 30 days, it deleted all your mail. So if you haven't logged in a while, you're watching this for some reason, your old mails are going to be gone if you still have them. Sorry. No way to retrieve them, as far as I know. Maybe if you file a ticket, you can get some back if you really need them or want them or something. I don't know. Maybe. Possibility, but doubt it. Yeah. And channels that haven't been used in, that might have been a week, but I want to say it was a month as well. Anyways, they didn't specify what it meant by used. I don't know if they meant like people being in the channel, people voicing the channel, people typing in the channel. I don't know what it was. Something. But yeah. Loadouts. When you go to show info, okay, I don't know exactly what, I should check this out, I guess, but this slipped my mind. So when you go to show info, it's supposed to list all the things on the fitting. It definitely, at least day one of the patch, wasn't showing the things on my regular fitting. I don't know if it only meant like the Mimitar combat loadouts or what, all those that are I don't know if it only meant prefits are shown with all the items. I guess that would make sense. I don't, I'd have to change each time you change items. Anyways, I'm gonna assume so, yeah. Yeah, so loadouts should be displaying the items that are on them, so you can check it out. Like, if there's an Apex you want to check out, or you buy it, you can see what's on it, etc., etc. When you go into dropsuit, fittings, or vehicle, I didn't check vehicle fittings. I never use vehicle fitting. I never go into that menu. But anyway, drop suit fittings are organized by frame size. So there'll be a big, there'll be your favorite drop suit, then there'll be a big heading that says heavy, and then all your heavy suits there. There'll be one that says medium suits there, and one that says light, all the light suits there. And I don't know what it says if you don't have any of those fittings. I don't know if it's just empty under the heading or what, but that's it. And it doesn't affect what the order of the loadouts in the in-game when you're selecting suits. It's still the alphabetical favorite at the top. So only thing I got left is matchmaking, which I think most of you probably know about. It's pretty much broken for the most part. It doesn't properly fill teams or balance teams. Like a lot of matches, there'll be like 5 or 6 more guys on one team than the other team. Most matches won't ever have 16v16 or even say 15v15. Of course, anyways, they're usually not even. They're usually not full. People are still being placed into matches that have already started when they weren't supposed to. And yeah, that wasn't intended. I think. I hope. I assume. But it's still going on. So keep working on it, CCP. Hope you get it fixed up. That's pretty much all I got to say about Warlords. I'll hopefully get some more footage up here soon. I have a couple more dominations to go through that I have recorded. I think I'll just keep uploading those, keep uploading pub matches in chronological order for the most part, and then I'll get to acquisitions after a while. But I don't know, I'll keep playing this game mode for a bit, keep trying it out, but it seems pretty trash. Like, it's really easy for one team to just decimate. Like, the match that I played today, we were just absolutely red. Like, they were in our one spawn. If you spawned, you died. They had 2 ADSs and 2 tanks on us. There was just no way to get out. I was the only one who brought uplinks, so once my uplinks went down, I went down and I went to respawn, but then I decided I was going to deal with vehicles instead of bringing uplinks. So we lost all our uplinks, then we were redlined. I don't think we ever took the objective. It was pretty trash. But I guess 'tis the life of a solo player to get absolutely redlined and spawn camped. But this game mode is worse than any other. I guarantee that. The other ones, besides ambush, you at least have a red line you can hide in where they can't come and absolutely rape you. But this one you do not. And a lot of maps only have 1 spawn, so that's the only. Once all your uplinks are gone, that's the only place you can spawn, and it's just ridiculous. Also, apparently on Ashlands, which is going to be the 3rd game that popped up. At least one or 2 of the objectives are in the red line. I think both teams have the same red line, so I guess it's the red line for both teams. So I don't know. And if one's in the red line, there's a video by, I think it was Aeon Amati, posted it up like day 1 of that. So I guess that's pretty much all I got. I already have the 3rd video on here. We'll get to it in a couple minutes. So I guess I'll just let it play through, and that's Silver's Log number 13. Yeah.